So what if I told you the US government might have pulled off one of the longest, most successful marketing campaigns in history, and the product they sold you was aliens? Not the cute Pixar kind, the keep watching the skies kind. From Roswell to congressional hearings, every decade got its sequel, and somehow it still prints engagement. So the question isn't, are aliens real? It's who benefits from us believing they are. Is it marketing? Let's find out. Yes, Command, we're on location. Hey, you. Special agent with the MIB. What are you doing here? You know what? Take a look at this light for me. It's 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher named Mac Brazel finds strange debris scattered across his property. Metal-like foil, rubber strips, sticks that won't burn. He drags some of it into town. The sheriff calls the Army airfield. The next day, America wakes up to the headline. RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in the Roswell region. That one headline does what every marketer dreams of. It hijacks national attention overnight. The story spreads everywhere: radio, wire services, newspapers. Flying saucer becomes the phrase everyone is saying. But 2 days later, the Air Force releases an update. Turns out, it wasn't a flying saucer after all. Just a weather balloon. Just a little old weather balloon. Sure. The first plot twist in UFO history, and maybe the best rebrand of all time, because in trying to close the story, they made it immortal. Here's what really happened. Decades later, declassified reports revealed it was part of Project Mogul, a top secret mission to spy on Soviet nuclear tests. The weather balloon was just a cover story, but not for aliens, for espionage. And here's the genius part. Or the accident, depending on who you ask. People didn't just drop it, they couldn't. The contradiction was just too addictive. Why the quick retraction? Why the quick turnaround? It just didn't make sense. Why did the wreckage just all of a sudden disappear? Roswell created the first modern conspiracy and the first open loop. A story that never ends because no one closes it. The government didn't sell aliens, they sold the curiosity. And the curiosity is the most powerful currency in the world. By the 1950s, you have UFO sightings everywhere. Newspapers report mysterious discs all over Arizona, Utah, Maine. Pilots are all of a sudden seeing strange lights during flights. Radar operators pick up anomalies. It's complete chaos. MIB. Aliens! But here's what no one knew. Every single one of those sightings lined up perfectly with US spy plane test flights. The U-2, the SR-71, secret prototypes for stealth aircraft. And this is when the CIA realized something brilliant. They didn't have to stop the UFO rumors. They could actually use them. In 1954, a panel of CIA and Air Force officials quietly agreed to let UFO explanations, let's say, circulate when convenient. It distracted the public and confused foreign intelligence. Every time Americans looked up at the sky, the Soviets looked in the wrong direction. That's not science fiction. That's kind of marketing psychology. Sneaky. If you can control the narrative, you can control perception. To keep the story manageable, they launched a thing called Project Blue Book. Not Kelly Blue Book, Project Blue Book. An official investigation into UFOs, just to kind of placate. They gaslighted the hell out of us. It ran from 1952 to 1969. It cataloged over 12,000 reports and publicly debunked 90% of them. As far as the other 10%, left unexplained, but on purpose. Because when you leave a door cracked open, people want to see what's on the other side. And when people stay curious, they stay loyal to the story. By the 1970s, the government doesn't need to manage the narrative anymore. Hollywood now does it for them. Movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and E.T. rebrand aliens completely. They're no longer monsters. Now they're just misunderstood friends. Spielberg even consulted with government advisors while making the films. Think about it. The same agency that had invented the UFO story are now creative consultants in the sequel. Somehow this worked. Fear turned into fascination. Merch, posters, toys, Halloween costumes, all free advertising for an idea the government doesn't even have to touch anymore. Fast forward, by the 1990s, it's mainstream culture. The X-Files, Independence Day, and even Men in Black. Every decade gets a reboot. And every reboot keeps the brand alive. Even presidents join in. Ronald Reagan literally told the United Nations,
"Just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe."
That's crazy. That was global appeal wrapped in sci-fi marketing. Fear unites us faster than facts ever will. And belief keeps you watching. Jump to 2017. The New York Times publishes leaked Navy footage of tic-tac-shaped crafts darting around U.S. jets. You've seen it. The Pentagon confirms the videos are real, but doesn't even explain them. And of course, the internet loses its mind. Aliens confirm trends worldwide. People are excited. Podcasts, YouTubers, late night hosts, everyone's debating, except nothing is actually confirmed. They didn't even use the word UFO. Now it's some fancy word that they use. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenons. That's not disclosure, that's rebrand. Aliens. The History Channel guy. Aliens. With the crazy hair? Yeah. Same story, different language. And that language reset the conversation. UFOs were for conspiracy theorists, but UAPs, they sound professional. Government approved. Like SDA. Certified. Government approved. Part of your complete balanced breakfast. Take that. It's like Apple Pro for alien talk. Within a year, defense budgets increased. The Pentagon launched the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. Come on. New funding, new departments, new PR cycle. And once again, just like clockwork, the mystery sells. Because mysteries don't expire, it just needs a new title card. When you step back, you see the pattern. Roswell sparked the myth. The Cold War weaponized it. Hollywood monetized it. And modern media industrialized it. For 70 plus years now, the alien story hasn't just survived, it's actually scaled. Billions in film revenue, endless defense budget, merch, tourism, entire towns built around a single crash that happened way back in 1947. And what did all this cost the government? Absolutely nothing. That's the part no one talks about. It's not about whether aliens actually exist. It's about how one of the greatest marketing campaigns ever made us care more about what's going on up there than what's happening right here. That's the real success measure. Okay, let's be honest. If you strip away the conspiracy and all the sci-fi hoopla, what you're left with is an actual blueprint. They didn't just create a story, they built the whole system. Drop a mystery, control the first 10% of the information, let the public build the next 90%. Correct nothing, profit off of the curiosity. It's the same system behind reality TV show finales, cliffhanger podcasts, and tech leaks. It's how brands build cult followings without running a single ad. You don't need to lie. You just need to let people fill in the blanks. Once people connect the dots themselves, they own the narrative now. And when they own it, they'll defend it harder than you ever could. That's actually not manipulation, that's participation. And participation is the ultimate conversation. So what's the real lesson here? Because it's not about aliens, it's about attention. Attention doesn't live in facts, it lives in questions. And governments learned that before anyone else. They didn't close the story because they didn't need to. Every generation that asks what if becomes part of the campaign. That's why belief lasts longer than proof. Because belief gives people something to belong to. If you're trying to build something that actually lasts, whether it's a show, a business, or a community, don't just chase quick hits. Design a narrative people want to finish with you, because the stories that live forever are never finished. So is it marketing? Absolutely. It's the longest running campaign on earth, built on mystery, fueled by curiosity, and updated for every new platform. No ad budget, no product launch, just 70 years of suspense. So remember, if aliens ever land, they won't need to abduct anyone. We already opted in. Sorry, guys. Gotta go. What you just saw was the greatest video you've ever seen on YouTube. This is your favorite YouTuber. You love this video so much, you want to like, share, and subscribe. All three, right now. Yeah. You want to do all of those. Peace. Click here to learn about how your whole childhood was a lie because of marketing. That video, I break it down. I go over the whole thing. Great time.